Well, Coach, I guess you start with the psyche of this team. How's everybody doing at this point?
We'll see. I think I have a group of older players that have been through these bumps probably at some point in time in their career. I know that our staff, really approaches our guys every day the same. But I do think that at this time of year, every program battles these hills that eventually you're either going to respond to or you're not. And I think that when you can have moments of great success, as you did a week ago, and then you have a rough spot, leading into February, every team goes through that. And I think you have to be mature enough to understand who you are, what do you need to do to keep growing. And in this big month of February, that's usually the biggest and the best in college basketball, and when you get to March Madness, you want to be at your best. So that's what we're focusing in on.
Well, that starts then on Wednesday night right here. Talk about what you got to do to rebound.
Well, I think the biggest thing in dealing with Duquesne, they have a really unique style of play. They do a lot of things defensively to disrupt, and certain things we've never seen before this season. And we're really going to have to take care of the ball. Part of our problems the other night really started and stopped with our inability to take care of the ball in the first half. Keeping Rhode Island out of transition was difficult. So Duquesne can do that very similar. And I think on the other side of the floor, our defense has to regain some type of resistance. You're playing against really good players in this league, and guys, you just cannot let guys get what they're normally accustomed to getting. And for whatever reason, this past week, and at least our last three halves of basketball, probably the last three halves have been the poorest three halves of basketball and defense that we've played. So we have to understand that, look ourselves in the mirror a little bit, and get back to work.
When you do go through a patch, maybe a rough patch, it's important for the seniors and the leaders to step up. Have they done a good job of doing that this week?
Yeah, I think you look at Chris Johnson's play right now, and you really can't ask him to give you even a drop of sweat more. And I think you guys got Luke Fabrizius, who's coming down the home stretch, and Paul and Josh. All those kids are all there. Now, whether they're all playing well at the same time doesn't matter, as their mind right. And I think that's the thing, that they have to be right before our team can be right. If we keep those guys rolling, keeping those guys being positive, let our staff do the teaching, just embrace it a little bit, and, we'll be okay. But this is a big month for our kids, especially our senior class, for those guys to finish what they've started so far this season, and for our coaching staff to be able to continue to get as much out of these guys as we can.
Would that be a sense of urgency, do you feel, in this club? I mean, now that, like you said, February is here.
Desperation. The word is desperation when you come to February. Every point matters. Every rep matters. Every timeout, you better be listening more than you listen, because once you start to get to February, each team really has a great idea of who they are and how they can beat you. And plays are coming down to the last 4 minutes of every game, and you have to be on it all the time. And I think the team that can really grind through, have great concentration, continue to be fresh and confident and ready every game, is going to have a chance to put themselves in a chance to win. And that's all we're trying to do. Wednesday night, we have to be better than we were, we know, on Saturday. And it's going to take a big, resilient effort over the next 48 hours in practice.